after this session, would that be fine? Let's give Vandami a chance to explain Samyak Samayika Sutra, and then I'll come back to you. Ji Vandami.
Can you see the presentation?
Ji Vandami.
Okay. So again, I pay my homage to Vitrag Bhagavan Mahavir Swami, Reverend Gurudev Sri Mahashamanji, all Gyansala, teachers, parents, and students. So today I'm going to explain you about Samayik Sutra. So what is Samayik? So first of all, to understand it, Samayik is a practice of equanimity. Equanimity means a balanced state of mind, body, and speech. And this is very important. Why it is important? So I'm taking account into the account of all the teachers as well. So in that context, I would like to explain what is Samayik. So ninth vow of lay follower to renounce the sinful activity for a muhurt. So ninth vow, there are 12 vows of householders, and out of these 12 vows is the Navam Samaya Vayam. The ninth vow is Samayik Vrat. And in the ninth vow, we do one Samayik for 48 minutes. So that is normally known as one muhurt. One muhurt is equal to 48 minutes. And what we do in Samayik, we can meditate, we can do swadhyay, means good readings, and we can do chanting, we can do specific yoga as well. We can recite whatever we learned, that is swadhyay. So swadhyay, dhyan, yoga, tap, meditation, all these activities we can perform during the Samayik. So it is mainly a practice of samatha, and it is well known because this is the first part of the Sadavashak, 6 obligatory, which is known as Sadavashak. So this is the first obligatory because Sadavashak, the Pratikraman. So the first part of Pratikraman is Samayik. Then it is also a popular name of Acharang Sutra. So Samaya Suttam means Acharang Sutra, and Acharang Sutra is the oldest sutra of the Jain canonical literature, and it is also a kind of charitra, Samayik charitra. So for the ascetics, it is known as a conduct of ascetics. So Samayik is famous for householder and also for ascetic, those who follow the 5 great vows. Now, what we do in Samayik, Teen Karan, Teen Yog. So I'll explain it later in the part, but before Samayik, what will be the procedure of Samayik? So the procedure of Samayik, how to start Samayik. So first of all, we recite Namo Aryantanam, then we do Vandana to Guru, then we start Iryapathik Sutra, which you are learning now. So Iryapathik Sutra means introspection of the walking, coming, going. Irya means the Gamna, Gamne means coming and going back. Then Tassa Uttari Karnenam Sutra is the sutra for the purification. If I done this, if I done this. So we remember serial wise what we done in the past. And then in meditation, we recite Logas Sutra, which will be again part of it. So you will learn step by step. So Logas Sutra, veneration of 24 Tirthankaras. And when we finish Logas Sutra, again one recitation in meditation, and the another recitation loudly, out loud, Logas Ujjo Yagare, like this. So recitation of Logas Sutra twice. One in mental, so mental meditation, and second in verbal, so we recite loudly. And the fourth one is Namothunam Sutra, veneration of the Tirthankar. So all these sutra will be the part of your learning, and it is popularly known as Chavi Satthav, means Chaturvingshatistav, Namothunam, and all these things is a part of Samayik as well. Before we start Samayik, we purify ourselves, we disconnect what is going on, a chain of activity in the mind and body and space. So we stop there and then we start Samayik. So in Samayik, first of all, the Karemi, how to start Samayik? What is there? So Samayik Pratigya, Samayik Sutra is Karemi, means I undertake. Bhante, O Venerable One, Samayam, Samayam, Samayik, or practice of equanimity. Savajam means sinful, Jogam, activities. Pachakhami, I abstain from sinful activities. Then how long? Because the householder Samayik is not 24/7. It is a time bounded Samayik. So Jav means until, Niyamam, the vow, Pajjavasami, I worship, Dubiham, by the twofold of Karna, twofold of actions, Tivihinam means three folds of activity channels, Manasa, the mind, Vaisa, the speech, Kaisa, the body, Nakaremi, will not do on my own, Nakaravemi, will not get done by others, and Bhante, O Venerable One, thus means those sinful act committed in the past, Padikamami, by pratikraman, expressing removal, removes for the past deeds and seek for forgiveness. Nindami, I condemn with my soul as witness. Garihami, I condemn with you as witness. Appanam, to my soul. Vosirami, I abstain from the sinful activity. So this is the whole procedure. Samayik Pratigya. So now I would like to make you clear what is Duviham Tivihinam and what is Tiviham Tivihinam. So normally, Teen Karan means three types of uh, mental attitude, means I to do oneself, means one is indulged in the sinful activity and one is not indulging. But some people don't do good Samayik and then they say, "Mm-mm, something is happening there." So sometimes they indicate, sometimes they write down, sometimes they speak loudly. So it is all mistake in Samayik. We are not allowed to do ourselves, not make others to do. And if someone is doing something, a sinful activity, and at that time we are not approving our approval for the others as well, so that is not in Samayik. And then three yog, three current, three yog. So three activity, yog means here activities. So activity of mind, activity of speech, and activity of body. So in Sravak Samayik, normally I would like to make a difference in the, this is Sadhu Samayik means three Karan, three Yog. But in Sravak Samayik, two Karan, three Yog. Duviham Tivihinam, na karemi, na karavemi. Manasa Vaisa Kaisa, through the mind, through the speech, through the body. So the Samayik is very good practice of the Jain people, and specifically if we do one Samayik, It means whole day create a peaceful aura for us. And it is a specific pandemic time, lockdown. You are at home, parents are at home. So nowadays you learn so many things. So if you get some chance and do one Samayik and try to make a habit of Samayik, that will really great. And whole family can do Samayik. Gurudev Mahashramanji always insist us do one Samayik at 7 to 8 p.m. on every Saturday. So until and unless lockdown, we can try that Saturday Samayik, and people can join us through the webcam or Zoom, and we can do one Samayik, proper Samayik. So our Gyansala kids, their parents and their teacher, they can be part of this Samayik. And I think we all must try, because Samayik is a practice of equanimity. Whenever something happen, suppose mom given milk and milk is cold, and you don't like, you like hot chocolate or hot milk, and then say, mama, what you given me, I don't want. And sometime kids start shouting and in a loud voice. So that is really not good for us. So mama, could you please make some milk more hot or more cool or less cool? So it is like peacefully we can talk. And sometimes we are talking on the small things, but we are talking so loudly. No, I don't want. No, mama, I don't like to do. If you understand, then mama also understand, papa also understand, brothers and sister also understand. But when you start talking in a boiling noise, in a boiling speed, or sometime you have seen like in a different mode, then they also understand that you are not balanced. Similarly, I'm not taking only one side train. I will also ask parents also, whenever they ask with peace, and that peace will come, pass on to the kids. So okay, could you do this? It is good help to me. And then uh, really they feel, yes, I have must do, because the mama's sweet voice, similarly dad's voice. So again, Samayik is not only a ritual, because it is a practical aspect of our day-to-day life. And if it mirrors on our day-to-day life, then really we feel. So may I ask few questions to the first to the kids, then parents, then teachers. So sometime, do you apply this method, speaking peacefully, or not always? Now you can.
Not always.
Not always.
Okay.
Say.
And if you talk aggressively or in a high tone, what is your feeling after that? Do you feel good or not?
No, feel
No.
disturbed.
No,
Like
No.
I'm asking first kids only. No,
we don't feel good.
you don't feel good. Okay, good. And when sometime you speak very peacefully, mama, can you do this for me? And then how do you feel?
We feel good.
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 Nice.
And you practice both way in your life, or sometime you try in a nice manner, a nice good way, respectfully?
We feel peaceful. peaceful.
We feel peaceful. Good. And now my questions to parents and teachers I will take together. So what is your feeling when you insist them, when you ask them, or are you asking them peacefully or not peacefully? What is your like attitude towards kids?
Not always. We start with a lower tone, but when kids do not reply, the tone gets exponential high with every with every reach out to them.
I think
Yeah,
if you're shouting to them, then they don't listen
yeah.
because they don't like loud voice, I think.
But many parents, do you strongly believe if we don't speak loudly, might they don't understand? It is your belief, parents
Yes,
and
I
teachers.
think so. Yes.
But really, you know, peace generate peace.
Mhm.
Balance generate balance. So if that peace comes in parents' mind, in students' mind, in kids' mind, because parents' mind, they that mirror on them. So if they speak peacefully, and that will really open a doorway to them, and they realize really the tone is totally changed, and then they start understanding this language of peace, language of equanimity, and language of balance. So are all parents agree with me?
Yes, yes, Samani.
जी,
And
वह आपने-
can we have 1 week practice of it? Like today is, what is the day today?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday. So for a week, if we all try, uh, and every night for before we go to bed, we try to see, like see through the whole day. That is, we can say Atma Chintan, self-reflection. Oh, really, I was in so high tone. Really, I was so um, disturbed myself, and also I disturbed other members of the family. So that where when I did so, and sometime if you really not so well, or well, not in the body, but sometime our mental stage is not well. Suppose there is someone uh, taken out your peace from your work, from your other things, then you are not balanced, and your anger comes out in a different way unnecessarily. So we all in a to joint venture, we can try for 1 week the peaceful speaking, means equanimity in the voice, and similarly equanimity in the action. Sometime I can understand if the computer is not booting, or it is slow, net is slow. Sometimes people get angry, and sometimes people throw their mobile, sometimes throw their mouse, or sometimes they throw something else. So that is not really a balanced state of uh, our body, and sometimes the mind is puzzled and heavy, loaded with lot more information and lot more action have to do. So in that situation, how we can make a balance, and that is the real practice of Samayik throughout the day. So try to take Samayik during your working hours, during your householder work, and during your communication, and even while you work, Sometimes you are in kitchen, so sometimes you put things so loudly, washing the dishes so loudly, putting things so loudly. There we don't need to make noise. So try to practice, because I think equanimity, we always talking about Samayik, and we say, oh, we Jain people have practice of Samayik. But do we really practice Samayik? Do we really judge ourselves? Normally we judge others. We try to do argument with others, but we never judge ourselves. We never do analysis of our mental stage, our physical stage, or our vocal tone. So in the Samayik, you have to practice with peace. And now I would like to just once, I would like to give you Karemi Bhante Samayam Savajam Jogam Pachakhami Javaniyamam Muhuttam. If you do one Samayik, then Egam Pajjuvasami Dviham Tivihinam Na Karemi Na Karavemi Manasa Vayasa Kayasa Tassabhante Padikamami Nindami Garihami Appanam Vosirami. So this is whole Samayik Pratigya, and I hope for a week we all together try to practice the equanimity of body, mind, and speech. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Vandami, I have one question for you.
Mhm.
Does Samayik mean that we have to stay in one posture and not speak? I mean, like, what exactly is the method to follow that Samayik Prakriya?
Yes, we try, but not strict rule that you have to stay in one posture only. We try to not to move much, but if your body have some numbness or some cramp or not feeling easy, because nobody have that like habit, so you can yes, you can change postures as well. Any other questions?
Thank you, Vandami.
Nami, what's the best time to do?
It is means best time is always best if you have time, because some I
Okay.
don't have any particular time limit. You can do any time 24/7.
Okay, thank you.
How many kids did Samaik in their life?
I am not pretty sure.
Sorry,
Mudita.
Mudita did.
Mudita.
Rachit and Mudita. Shaurya. Krisha.
Rachit Mudita.
Okay, good.
Rehan Kritij.
Kshitij, Sneha. Then Krita, Dibyam, you did Samaik, no?
Every Saturday.
Yeah, every
Saturday.
Saturday. Good going, good going.
Swaminiji, this is Sejal. When you do Samayik, do you have to do for 48 minutes?
Yes.
And in those 48 minutes, like, is there a specific way of doing Samayik, or you can do any bhavna or any mantra?
Yeah, it depends person to person. You, if you want to do a little bit swadhyay, little bit meditation, little bit rosary beads, or yeah, anything you can do.
Okay, so it's a bit like how, for example, we're doing in the morning Bhaktamar, we're doing Navgraha meditation.
Like my Navgraha Sama and meditation is one Samayik. So
Samayik, yeah.
one Samayik, you can finish one Samayik. Second, if in Bhaktamar class, if you do one Samayik, then you have to stay 15 minutes or 10 minutes more, but
More,
again,
yeah.
second Samayik.
And Swaminiji, do you have to say that you're doing Samayik before you start?
Yes, definitely. Otherwise, you can check your mobile, you will go to switch on, or you can open the door, you can do anything. So in Samayik, we are not allowed to do such things.
Yeah, you cannot move from your place, so you're not allowed to do anything.
Yeah, no electronic gadget, electrical gadgets, and other householder chores. You are not allowed to do that.
So if someone is calling you, you can't respond to them also, yeah?
Someone calling you, suppose your family member, and they
Yeah.
don't know you are in Samayik. So
Yeah.
you can tell them, yes, I'm in Samayik and I'm in hall or I'm here in Samayik. So they can understand. That much you can inform them.
Oh, you can. Okay, that's nice to know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Swaminiji.
So let me conclude. Om Araham.
Nandami.